I don't want to get too close to spook them, but those guys were just T-posing there. Wondering if these guys will do it again. They were doing it this morning too. But I went over there and it frightened them like an idiot. I caught him. I'm so happy. I can't believe I caught him. Yeah. There we go. There's some eggs. They finally freaking bred. It's only been like... Well, I think I got them at 2 months old, and I got them in March of last year. It's now May. Like 2.5. They're the youngest are like... Excuse me. The youngest are like 1.5, and the oldest I've had for a very long time. Oh yeah, look at all them damn eggs right there. That's a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's like 20 at least. That girl, she's my girl. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, hopefully they're fertile. They kind of look cloudy to me though, so yeah. But at least I know I have a girl now. I'm not sure if you saw that one. Just got a drink from the top, or oxygen from the top, or whatever. I'll have to look into it and see if these things are fertile or not. But yeah, I might pop these guys into a different tank. Got another 10-gallon. I was trying to get a fish to swim upside down in, but it's not working out with a dorsal light response. So yeah, that might become a Corydoras grow out, baby. Let's go! Oh my gosh, so excited. All right, bye guys. All right, the lights are off now, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. But I went ahead and took all the Java moss and excuse me, all the eggs that I could. I'm sure I missed a few. Looks like there's one right there. Focus. You may be able to see it. Actually, I think that's a snail. But I'm sure there's others in there. But I took all of them that I could find. There's probably about 100 or so at least. Honestly, like, there were a lot. I was very surprised, and there were some on the spawning mop too. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that mop in there though. See what happens with that. I got the other 10-gallon and moved it back up here. I got all the snails out of here that I could find, and I put some shrimp in there. You may be able to see him right there. There's one hanging out. Ooh, he got scared. He's still right there. He's right in the middle. I don't know why it looks so grainy. I guess because there's no light or something. See if I can kind of zoom in on him. Yeah, you can kind of see him a little bit. But this tank has green water, by the way, so that's probably why you can kind of see it. Comparison, that's probably why it looks like crap in there. Now that I think about it, so that'll probably be good for him. Everything likes green water. There's 2 eggs right there, or 3. But yeah, I put a few pieces of food in there for the shrimp, so they don't, like, they generally don't eat eggs, but I'm sure the shrimp would if they were starving. So I put some food in there for them, so they don't do that. It's right there. Just a few pieces of shrimp flake. Gotta love cannibalism. But yeah, I've been trying to make a video on breeding Corydoras for a while. I didn't end up getting a lot of the footage of what I did to get them to spawn in the first place, but I put them in here, fed them a lot of Repashy. I started feeding them some Grindle worms too, but not very much. Did water changes, all that. I think the main thing is it's been storming for like a week or two here, like real bad ones. A lot of big tornadoes and everything. Thankfully, I wasn't affected by them very much. They were mostly south of me, like they usually are, which is good. But I think that all the pressure changes and all that stuff. And I try to do a 50% every day there was a storm, but sometimes it would storm. Well, it's kind of been storming nonstop, so I didn't do it every day, but I did it often. Of cold water, and I did one this morning, and it stormed last night, and yeah, I thought I saw him T-posing this morning, but like I said previously, I walked over there and they got spooked, so I thought maybe they weren't in the mood anymore. Oh, you saw him take a breath. That's so cool. I love watching him do that. Yeah, and I don't have my good microphone for this. This is just kind of more of a impromptu thing. So I'm not sure if that good microphone, is actually better. It was only like $20. I wanted it to so you couldn't hear my breathing so much, because the way I hold my phone, it like channels my breath like straight into the microphone, so it's kind of annoying. But I think the where I've been putting my mic has been kind of doing the same thing, so I'm gonna try it a bit lower on my shirt in the videos that come after this, probably. Maybe, we'll see, depending on whenever this video comes out. I don't know. I'm kind of pretty far ahead on my videos so far. I think I'm like a month and a half maybe ahead. But yeah, I think all the storms caused some breed. Oh, there's some. Them eating some Repashy right there. They like it. That's a Community Plus. Community Crave. I don't know. The Community Blend of Repashy. I put it into dinosaur molds. That one is a Stegosaurus. Try to get from the top, you might be able to see better. Not with the ripple. But yeah, that one's a Stegosaurus. So yeah, this is still the first day. There's that shrimp again. But I'll keep you all updated. I'll try to. Well, I'm not gonna promise anything. I'm not good at keeping those most of the time. It's the next day. They laid even more eggs. All up on the glass. I counted them. I believe it was around 33 more. So, yeah. Whenever I came over here, they got spooked, so I didn't catch them laying. On this one, whenever it probably tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and drain it some, probably about halfway, just so the it's easier for the babies to, they like to swim up to get the air and then they swim back down. I'm gonna have it shorter so they don't have to swim up as long. And with the shrimp they kind of keep the eggs clean. That's why I put them in there. If they fungus or anything, they tend to eat the fungus and not really mess with the eggs. So, oh, those are T-posing right there. See? That's pretty cool. Oh, looks like he's done. Come on, find you a good spot. Oh, Fuck, I scared her. But she just laid that one. God damn it. Me and my big mouth. Oh, that was cool. She just like pressed up her belly and it just kind of came out. More T-posing. See him? Oh, they're done. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move these eggs into the new tank. I haven't yet drained the new tank a little bit, but what I do is, well, what I did earlier, because a lot of the eggs were at the bottom, I just used this net here, and I just kind of, see those two eggs right there. I just kind of got them on the net. You can see it right there. Now just take it in and kind of wiggle it till they come off. Maybe I'll just press it and deposit them there. But I just did that because a lot of the eggs were at the bottom and it was easier than sticking my whole arm in there. With this, you can also just use your finger. So you can just kind of roll them off. And they stick. See? Boop. And these things are strong too, by the way. Don't worry about breaking them. Here, I'll show you. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Let me get situated here. Alright, got it on this food container. Can you see it? And watch me mess with it with this spoon. Still fine. Now it's on the spoon. You can see it's perfectly intact. Let's kind of give it some tappy taps. And guess what? Still fine. Try it on the counter itself. So, break it? Nope. Like, these fish eggs are very strong. You do not have to worry about breaking them. I mean, yeah, it's still round and everything. Let me smash it down with my finger as much as I can. And guess what? It's still fine. You know, the finger has enough give that you can smash it. Just so see it with the fingernail. Don't have like the right. Here we go. Oh. No. Is it still okay? I'm gonna want to keep it moist. Yeah, I think it's still fine. It kind of made a popping noise, but I think it just rolled out from under my fingernail. It's still, yeah, it's still completely intact. Yeah. These eggs are really strong, guys. I mean, I can't, like, don't worry about hurting them. I mean, let's... Here, this is like a little thing of thick vinyl stuff. Good for crimes. You can, you know, put stuff under it. It's a shim. Oh, freaking balance on it. Put my hand on it, and I bet it's still... Oh! And that was the straw that broke the camel's back there. Yeah. It's broken. So, but I mean, that's a lot of force. It was fine with just the weight of this, but whenever I put, probably about half of the weight of my hand and arm on there, that's whenever it popped. In between, two surfaces with absolutely zero give. That's whenever it'll break open. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Put it in there. Why not? Shrimp or something can eat it. But yeah, I mean, like you're not gonna break these unless you're actively trying to break them. If you're just like, I'm not being gentle either, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not being super forceful or anything, but I'm not babying them. What is this? A snail? Oh, what is this? Get out of here, snail. Let's go ahead and try like a little credit card or something. Some people say that works good. Let's try it. Alright, got a little card I don't really care about. I'm trying to get in here. Oh yeah, that worked great. Yeah, this is what do it. Look at all them eggs. They spawned some more last night. It was 86 by my count. Some of them look like they're infertile. I think these two have like kind of a white dot on them, whereas these ones don't. I kind of see the difference there. I think these ones are infertile. Or maybe that means they're the fertile ones. I don't know. But I counted the ones with the white dot and the ones without, and by my count, I believe it was 86. I might have counted some a few times. It's hard to tell, especially over here in this mess. Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna get these guys out and put them in here too. I wonder when they're gonna stop spawning, because they've been spawning for probably 3 days now. It's kind of crazy. I can't believe they've spawned this much. So yeah, anyway. Oh, this thing isn't even on. Okay, well, we'll get these out and put them in. Maybe I'll leave these in here, actually. Yeah, I think I'll leave these in here so I can do like a spawning with the parents and without. You know what I mean? I can do both of them. So, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll need to turn down the filter over here to get it pumping over there, but yeah, I'll see you guys whenever they hatch or whenever these guys do something else. And it's raining, so maybe that was the trigger farm. There's my garden. I have a scarecrow out because I had strawberries last year. It worked pretty good till it didn't. Alright guys, I thought this was a huge mega failure. It's been 5 days and I haven't seen any babies, but I just saw one in this tank. He's right there. Now you probably can't see him, it's not wonderful. He's that little guy right there. And I only see the one. There were a bunch of eggs on here today, like a dozen or so, and they're all gone now, so I guess they hatched, but I don't see any more except for this one little guy. And, well, I can't really see into this tank because it's green water, but yeah. So what I've been doing is I've been feeding some microworms here. And this is just some in here. It's just a bunch of fish food, pellets, flakes, some freeze-dried, just a whole bunch of crap I smashed up with a spoon. And there's some bigger chunks in there, and there's some smaller chunks. So I think that's a good way to do it, because, you know, they'll kind of have food, you know, like the bigger pieces, you know, they can eat on that for, you know, a long time, or like some of the shrimp or snails can eat it or whatever. But, and then the real fine stuff, let me show you how I do it. I just kind of take some in this paintbrush here. See all the stuff? I've just been kind of... I don't think y'all can see it come off of the brush. No, definitely not, but it does, and it just kind of goes around. I give it a good mix up too to make sure it all sinks down. Trying to kind of get it off just like I do with microworms. I'll show you me doing the microworms as well, I suppose. All I do is move my chair. You can kind of see the stuff along the edge here. I just kind of go from the base and just go up. And whenever you got a bit on there, just take it just like the other food. Just give it a wiggle. Give it some swirl, 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 swirl. Like I said, I don't know how many have lived in this one, if any. They may have just not hatched yet too. Sometimes it can take them a while. But, because I can't really see in here, to be honest, what's going on with them. Oh, I've also been, I have that jug there, and I've just been taking a jug out every day or so, and, you know, replacing it. So just changing like a gallon of water. Or however much that thing holds. Let's see. It's probably like a gallon. 1 gallon. Probably a little under. Probably like 3 quarts or something. Is there another one? No, I don't think so. I think that's the issue, though. One of them is there's just too much. There's too much crap on the bottom of these tanks. I can't tell what's a Cory and what's something else. I think I should have done it in like a breeder box or a, you know, like a specimen container or anything else really, not this. This I think might have been a mistake. I'd have to assume they'd probably hatch the same and everything, but just for filming it makes it kind of tough. And I've rambled on long enough. So, alright, so my first batch was a fail of epic proportions, but thankfully they spawned again today. You can see, you know, some eggs there, 2 on the glass. They mostly did it at the front this time. There's a big old pile right there. So, yeah, that's all I see. There might be some in that mop. I'll take a look. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take these out and put them in like a little breeder box or something. I didn't think they'd spawn again so fast, so I don't think I have one. Like, I have a mesh one, but I think the snails could still get in there, so I'm going to get, like, you know, a little plastic one somewhere. Use that. It looks like there's, let me count these eggs real quick. It looked to me that there was about 42, 43 of them. These guys have a lot of eggs. Is that normal? Like, that feels like a lot, you know? They just had like 200 not but a couple days ago. And I did a water change today. I'm not sure if I told y'all that. So that seems to be a good trigger for these guys. along with the all the rain. But it didn't rain today, so anyways, I'm gonna go and get something to put these guys in. I might just do like a Tupperware. I don't even know. Let me think of something. Hey guys, I caught them all out, or at least all I could find. Whenever I counted in here, I think it was like 47. Alright, we have another spawn. I wanted to wait for them to wait a while to spawn again, so I didn't do any water changes or anything, but there was a storm last night. And I guess they decided tonight was the night. I got to 150 counting this wall and everything except for this kind of section on this wall, and there's a lot in the back too that didn't get counted, so it's probably over 200 eggs again. I'm gonna go ahead and use Dan's fish method, which is like put them in a little container and put some hydrogen peroxide in there to help with fungus. So I'm gonna give that a go, see how that works. Since the shrimp method I think I just didn't have enough shrimp was probably the main thing, but yeah, I'm gonna use a card to scrape them off, or maybe my finger, or maybe I'll try a turkey baster or something. Wherever that, oh, it's on the floor. Maybe I'll try that, but yeah, I'll get them off and put them in the container, and then we'll do some updates. There might be some on that spawning mop too, though they seem to like to use that spawning mop as kind of like a bed, so I don't know. Alright, I'll get back with you whenever I get them in there. Okay, so this is what I got. I dropped most of them, and I couldn't really get them with the turkey baster because there's too many freaking snails. So what I've learned is don't have snails. I'm gonna get the white ones that are fungus, and I think I might put a shrimp in here, even though there's a hydrogen peroxide. It's because since they fell, they got all sorts of poop and little bits of gunk on them, and I think the shrimp can help with that. Because I can't imagine that would be good for them. Maybe it would, I don't know. But I'm going to put some shrimp in here anyway, and we'll see if shrimp can handle, I think I did 6 drops of hydrogen peroxide in whatever amount of water this is. And if they can't, well, I'll just, I won't put any more if they're just going to die. But yeah, I have a lot, and I make a lot, so it's not too big of a deal. I'm going to pull all the white ones out. And yeah. Okay, I got all the white ones up. I think I got around half of them that were in here, the rest fell. And I'm not really worried about it, because honestly, like 100, this much. Gosh, I can't see with this stupid old light. And let me take it somewhere else where y'all can see better. I tried setting it in other places and you still couldn't see. But anyway, there's probably about 100 eggs in here, so I put 4 shrimp, 1 big, 3 small. They don't really seem to mind. They're moving around a lot because I just moved them, but they didn't do anything crazy whenever I first dropped them in, so I don't think it bothers them much, but only time will tell, really. But yeah, hopefully I'm more successful than just 1 out of like 200 like the last couple of times. That one might be putting more eggs on in a second. I don't know. The little baby one from last time, I think he ended up dying. I had to go out of town for a bit, so I went ahead and tossed him in here. And I think while I was catching him, I think he ended up dying because he just like floated to the bottom. He didn't swim or anything. He kind of got caught in the net, and it was bad. So yeah, hopefully I'm a bit more successful this time. The shrimp are already taken to munching some of the stuff on the eggs. The big one and the little one there. So that's good. There's a snail in here, I'll need to get it out. But, yeah. Okay, you guys can see we have our first little hatchling here. Kind of, see if I can point to him with this right here. Focus phone. It's right there. It does not, this phone does not want to focus. It's trying to focus on that stupid ass light. There, you can see him though, he's just like a little egg with a little tail. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop putting the hydrogen peroxide in now. And we can see how developed these eggs are. They're about ready to hatch. Seems like there's a lot of stuff going on in them. There's a white one that's... Well, there's one right there. I'll have to get it out. What I've been doing to get it out, by the way, I just have this little syringe here. And it's about the perfect size to go over the egg. I get them away from the other eggs as best I can. Oops. Slipped. And then I just suck it up. And you can see it in the syringe, maybe. And it just comes out. Yeah, but I'm going to stop with the hydrogen peroxide since one of them already hatched. I think this is the third day, I want to say, maybe the fourth. I'm going to continue doing the water changes. I've been doing as often as I can remember, maybe 2 times a day, something like that. Maybe less, maybe more some days. Just depends. But yeah, I've been adding 6, 7, 8-ish drops. It's kind of hard with this turkey baster. Sometimes it puts out more than 1 drop and stuff. Maybe I should use a syringe, but this syringe, it's really hard to like pull up on. So, and push down on. So it seems like whenever I tried that, I couldn't get just a drop. But anyways, lights turned off. But yeah, I'm going to continue doing the water changes, and then probably in, I don't know, maybe I'll wait 2 more days and I'll start feeding some micro worms / some just crushed up bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's my plan from now on. We'll see how this works out. Still, oh, the shrimp died, by the way. Yeah. The little ones died pretty fast, and the big one stayed alive for a couple of days. But then he ended up dying, and I just put them in here to get eaten by the other shrimp. But they did eat most of the poop and stuff that were on the eggs, so they did their job. So that's good, I guess. But yeah, if you're doing hydrogen peroxide, don't put shrimp in with them. It doesn't work out well. Yeah, I'll show you how I did the water change too. Why not? All I did is I'd pour the water into this bucket. Get to where most of the water was out. Right in here. Go ahead, lay it flat. And then I just pour. This is dechlorinated and everything. Then I just pour it in. And then at this point, I would go ahead and add the hydrogen peroxide, but I'm not going to since that one already hatched. And I try to kind of have the eggs kind of far away from each other as best I can. Not all touching, because I feel like that you know, can get fungus going really fast if they're all right next to each other. So they're a little bit more spread out than they were. You can't really see because they're reflections, but take my word for it. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. And hopefully more than one of these guys will survive. Not like the last times. But we're learning, and that's what it's about. So, bye. Alright, it's the following day from that one. This is really not one to focus. It's not like the one. And we got quite a few little swimmers now. This one's really active over here. If it'll focus. So look at him go. One of the white ones has a tail poking out of it too. Not quite sure where. Oh yeah, there it is. Right. Man, I swear, this horrible. You can see him, it's right in the middle. So, the ones who get a little bit of fungus, they can hatch, and that's why I've been putting them in this tank. Just to give them a chance, you know. But, yeah, I think, well, let me count these guys real quick and see, because you guys aren't going to be able to, because this thing is not going to be able to focus. So, let me get back with you. How many ones that are, you know, tail out swimming around. It looks like about 18. And, man, and some of these eggs are hatching. They're like moving around. Let's see if we can see that. Yeah, see that one? Those two? They're hatching right now. I'm not moving this thing at all. They're just trying to hatch out, you know? That's pretty cool, I think. Stay focused. See, you saw that one next to the white one just move a bunch before I moved it. Hatching out. That's pretty neat. I just did a water change with the pouring method, and that was kind of scary. Not gonna lie. So I think I'm gonna use a turkey baster from now on. Just suck some out, pour it out, you know. But they did not seem to like the getting poured. I know they still have their yolk sacs because they're only, well, the oldest one would be like, what, 2 days old, I think. But I fed them just a little bit of micro worms anyway, just so if they, you know, want a snack that's not a yolk sac, they can do that. But yeah, I think there were like 18, 19 so far, and there's a bunch left that are getting ready. So let's see if any of the ones in here have hatched. You know, there were, yeah, it looks like some of them have. There were 3 right up here that I missed, and they're gone now. Yeah, so it looks like those hatched. The ones on the back have as well, it looks like, or hatched or died, I guess. And those 2 right there, oh, right there, kind of near the spawning block, they haven't gone yet. But, yeah, I don't see any little guys swimming around, but they're really hard to see. So, who knows? Got a peek in here. You know what? Happy tap. I didn't see any movement, but we got quite a few in here. And this hatch is just for me. I don't really want to. Oh gosh! Look! 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 There's a baby. There's a little baby. I guess that big one. Move, big boy. I seem to be missing one of the adults, but I have a little baby in there. If this stupid big girl would move. Can y'all see him? Oh, how cool. Look at that. See him? He went into the back there. But that begs the question, where is my other Corydoras? My other adult? Did it jump out? Surely not. Oh, I see him. He's behind that spawning mob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'll update this later, I guess. Wow, I'm really surprised that there was one that got so big in there already. I guess they must grow pretty quick, because he already had like colors and everything, you know? Seeing him? That was really cool. Alright, bye. They all died. I've been working all day. I have no idea why. They were fine this morning. Must have had like an ammonia spike or something. That's unfortunate. So, the Corydoras spawn, I put a, well, here's what I wanted to show you first. Where is the baby? He's hiding. I'll look behind this one and see if I can spook him out. There he is. There he is. Can you all see him under the, what do you call it? It's not wanting to focus on him. He's right. Put it on manual focus. See him right next to the big ones? It's only been 3 months and he's already pretty big. Yeah. So anyways, these guys bred again. I put 50 eggs in each of these, and I'm gonna see which method works better. I have some methylene blue, hydrogen peroxide, and I'm also gonna try some marine salt to see you know, what works the best, I guess. Alright, so we got the methylene blue here. I guess this container will house it. And do 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drops, I guess. 3 drops of it in there. Let's go into the hydrogen peroxide. Maybe I should mix that up. I'll do it later. Hydrogen peroxide now. All it is 3%. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I did last time on the hydrogen peroxide. It worked out pretty good. And I think I'm just going to try a pinch of salt. This is just some marine salt I use for brine shrimp. There's the brine and everything. I guess I'll link all this stuff in the description if you taste them in a matter or whatever. Alright, so just gonna a little bit of salt, but get all that off my fingers. There we go. Alright, so let me mix this. Alright, So what I'll do is I'll do a water change every day, or maybe two, or yeah, every day or maybe twice a day. And I think I'm just going to do one drop of methylene blue from now on, because that is very, very blue. But yeah, so I guess we'll see what works the best for the eggs not fungusing. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to raise these to adults, not like the last several batches that I've had a little bit of problems with. But anyways, I'll see you later, guys. So this 2-day update, I haven't changed any of the water just because I feel like, you know, this is a more fair comparison. All the ones in the methylene, none of them have started to hatch yet or anything. All the ones in the methylene blue, well, they're all blue, so I don't know if they're fungus or not. Probably not. Looks like 4 of the ones in the hydrogen peroxide are, a few in the salt. This is interesting. Let me get some light. The methylene blue babies hatch faster. They're not all hatched, but maybe like half of them are. The hydrogen peroxide, they're eyed up. Same with the salt water. They're eyed up, but they're really white in the salt water. But some of them have kind of wispies in the hydrogen peroxide. Oh, there's one with its tail poking out. Anyways, they seem to hatch faster in the methylene blue. I don't really know why that would be, but that's cool. It certainly stained the crap out of my container, though. I emptied this out just this morning. So, alright. So it's been 2 weeks, and I'm gonna go ahead and move them to a real tank. I counted a few days ago, and I counted 37 of them, but they're kind of hard to count. I'll composite here and count if you want to. They're all alive. Place this in and grab my little clampy here. Switch it down real quick. There we go. Got the clamp on. Gonna wait about 20 minutes or so. Temperature acclimating. Though it should be basically the same. But, you know, I'm still gonna wait. Then I'll dump them on in. Let's see. Three. 72. I'll wait a little bit and pop them in, even though it should be the same, and the thermometer saying it's the same. Yeah, there's just some shrimp and snails in there, so in a filter. So I think I'm not. Deciding if I should lower the water level some or leave it where it is. I'll figure that out later. Alright, it's been a while. I've decreased the height of it. And get these guys out. This side out. And that's generally not how I like to. I generally like to have it kind of on the side so they can leave whenever they're ready, but that works too. They seem to be very impressed with their new amount of swim space. Let's see, zoom it around, maybe. And they're nice pink bellies from that baby brine shrimp. Anyways, I'm going to put some food in there for them, probably some bug bites and some of the co-op's fry food. And yeah, this will be nice not having to do, I was doing water changes twice a day of 100% basically, and that's, yeah, that takes a while. But the main reason is I got some new eggs from them. These ones are, I think, 2 days old, and I'll dump all the methylene blue out and put fresh water in on the 4th day. So, yeah. Alright, here's the Corydoras at around 3 or 4 days old, I believe. I believe it's 4. One thing there's the other one that's from the back, and I got much less hatch rate out of that one. One thing I've noticed is it seems like more of the eggs hatch whenever they leave them on the front glass, which is where I put the food for the most part, as opposed to the sides or the back. So, I don't really know what to make of that, but just something I noticed. The front eggs, which is where I feed them, the eggs more towards the front have a whole lot higher hatch rate compared to the ones more in the back and stuff. So, yeah, I kind of found that interesting. The other ones are doing quite well as well. Might be loud here, so sorry about that. Let me get them down. Let's see if we can see what. Looks like they're all hiding. I turned off the filters for this video, by the way, so. Oh, there's one. He's right there, right in the middle of your screen. And these things have grown quite a bit since they've gotten in here. I will say, I've been able to feed them a whole lot more and stuff. I haven't done any water changes. I think I'm just going to do one once a week. But, yeah, there's one in the back moving around. He might come back. Maybe not. But he's on the other side of the sponge filter. But yeah, these guys have been growing quite a bit faster in here. And these are, well, it's the 16th of July today, and these hatched out on the 26th of June. So however old that makes them, maybe like 3 weeks, probably. And some of the smaller ones in here are several months, maybe like, I don't even know, to be honest. But yeah, like that one swimming up the back, he's a baby still. He might be like 3 months maybe, whereas that smaller one towards the front is maybe like 1 or 2 ish. But yeah. Alright, so here we are. These guys were the ones born on 7/16. It's now 8/7, I believe. So what's that, like 3 weeks maybe? And this is how big they are. See, there's some bigger, some smaller. And here are the ones born on 6/26. Like I said, it's 8/7, so what's that, like a month and 2 weeks maybe? See, there's one right there, there's a few more right there. These ones that are smaller in here were born, I don't remember, I think it was like kind of late May, early June maybe, somewhere in there. And they're pretty big. I'm gonna go ahead and put, that was right, this tank up in one of those tanks, some tank, I'm not really sure which one. And I'm gonna move these into this one, then I'm gonna move those into this one. So I'll do a big, not a big clean, but you know, I'll gravel that before I swap them all. Some more of that size so you can kind of see, but yeah. Alright, I don't think I'm going to show that or anything, and I think I am done with breeding Corydoras for now. I might come back to it later, probably not in this video. I still wanted to try them in a breeder box as opposed to those Tupperware containers, because I think, you know, I'd have to change less water and it'd be less of a pain, I think. But, you know, I can always do that later, and I'm more interested in trying my hand in breeding Nerite snails now. So, that video won't be out for a long time, or maybe ever. It'll just depend on, you know, if it works out or not. So, yeah. But, I mean, it'll take a long time for me to figure out how to do that, I'm sure. I had somebody tell me, or I read it somewhere, you know, like the salinity that they like to hatch at. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, but thankfully I wrote it down. Look at that snail. But, anyways, I'm going to get these guys moved, and bye-bye.